Wait, don't scroll. This boy's story touched my heart in a way I can't explain. It's one of the most powerful stories I've ever heard, and I need to share it with you. There was once a little boy who lacked respect for his mother. At school, he was kind. To his friends, he showed love. With neighbors and even strangers on the street, he smiled and behaved well. But at home, he was different. He had no respect for his mom. His father was always away, busy with work and rarely around, so it was just him and his mother. She loved him deeply. He was her only son, her treasure, her joy. She raised him with care, like an egg that must not break. She gave him everything she could. But all she got in return was anger. Whenever the boy was upset, he would shout at her. If things didn't go his way, he would break things. He spoke to her like she was nothing, like a stranger. From childhood up to 15 years old, the disrespect only grew. His mother cried in silence, not because she was weak, but because the boy she loved wouldn't even give her a chance to guide him. One day, the school called her urgently. She rushed there, only to find out that her son had damaged something valuable belonging to a classmate. The other parents were furious and demanded payment. It was a serious matter. But once again, his mother solved it alone. On their way home while driving, their car suddenly broke down. They pulled over, waiting for a mechanic. As if that wasn't enough, the boy got angry again. He shouted at his mother, blaming her for the car's failure. "Why didn't you check the car before taking it out? This is your fault." He shouted loudly, in public, like she was just someone off the street. A homeless man nearby noticed what was going on. The way the boy was speaking to his mother, it hurt him deeply. He knew this wasn't the first time, and if nothing was done, the boy might never change. But the man was poor and homeless. How could he approach such people? Then an idea came to him. He would pretend to be a street magician. He began performing a few tricks to get the boy's attention. The boy, curious and playful, quickly walked up to him. The mother, worried, tried to stop him. But the boy shouted at her again, "Just leave me alone." With sadness, the mother stepped aside. After a moment, the homeless man said to the boy, "I want to tell you a story. But first you must choose one. A story about parents, or a story about a pencil and an eraser?" The boy instantly picked the pencil and eraser story. He didn't want anything to do with parents. The man wasn't surprised. He already knew what was in the boy's heart. So, he began the story exactly like this. One day, a pencil and an eraser were placed side by side in a book. They noticed it was time to work. But the pencil knew that, between the two of them, it was the eraser who would suffer the most. So the pencil said, "Eraser, I'm sorry." The eraser replied, "Sorry for what?" The pencil said, "Sorry for the way they are using you. You're always the one used to clean up my mistakes. It's my fault, but you're the one that always fixes it. And not just that, every time you clean my mess, you lose a part of yourself." The eraser smiled and said, "It's okay, pencil, it's my duty. This is what I was created for, to clean up your mistakes. If I don't do that, then tell me, what is my job? So don't feel sorry for me." The eraser said, "I was created for this." After the story, the homeless man looked at the boy and asked, "What did you learn and what part touched you the most?" The boy replied, "I liked what the eraser said, that it was created to clean the pencil's mistakes. That means the eraser really loved the pencil and was ready to do anything for it." At that moment, the boy's mother could no longer hold back her tears. She already knew what this story meant. Then, the homeless man gently said, "Yes, you see, son, the pencil is you, and the eraser, that's your mother. She's the one cleaning up your mistakes. She's the one suffering silently. She's the one losing herself piece by piece, just to help you become better. And yet, she never complains. She was made for you, but that doesn't mean you should keep hurting her. She deserves your respect, your kindness, your love. No one else in this world will stand beside you the way your parents do. Appreciate them before it's too late." The boy froze. He had never thought of it that way. Suddenly, with tears in his eyes, he turned to his mother and hugged her tightly. "I'm sorry, Mom," he whispered. "For everything, for the shouting, for the pain. I'm sorry." The mother wept in his arms. For the first time in years, her son truly saw her. And in that moment, she realized what the homeless man had done. She looked at him, eyes full of tears, and said, "Thank you, sir. What me and his father could not do, you did. God bless you for saving my son." From that day, the boy changed completely. He became calm, respectful, and loving. At school, he was already known as a kind boy, but now at home, he became even more of a blessing. He listened to his mother, helped her, and never raised his voice again. And every night, his mother looked up and whispered to heaven, "Thank you, God, for sending that man to my family." Share this story to help someone. Like, comment, and follow for more real-life lessons.